Tools, every workshop. Okay. And then I hit go live and we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good here. We've got a bunch more people coming in here. Cool. I'm not letting in the note takers. But that's all right. And then we're also gonna hit record here too. And then I think we are pretty much good to go. So yeah, I'm really excited that you guys are joining us here today. Sorry for the little slowness here, just getting the account set up to stream, and I put in the wrong titles, but that's okay. We can go with that. Okay, so today we're going to talk about restaurant marketing. It's something that our agency has done for quite a while, and I just love restaurants. I love food. I love service businesses like that. So I'm excited to chat about that with you guys, kind of show you some of the tools that we're using and how we're using high level to create marketing campaigns for our restaurant clients. And I'm also going to show you guys some of the cool tools that we built that help us do that, and some of the ways that we can ease the pain of marketing with these restaurants, and just even how to go out there and get some of those restaurant clients. So I'm going to open up chat here. If you guys have any questions at any time during the call, make sure to post something in there. I'm going to do my best to answer any questions as we're going through everything. So, and one of the things, just remember, if I forget to share my screen, let me know I haven't shared my screen, because that is one of the number one things that I always forget to do is share my screen whenever I'm talking away. So, yeah, I'm excited to do this. So, let me know in the chat if you guys are working with restaurants right now, or you're obviously you're thinking about restaurant working with restaurants at least. So just maybe give me a one, a thumbs up, something like that in the chat, so I can let me know where, one, if you're working with restaurants already, two, if you're thinking about it, or just kind of exploring what high level can do. Um, there we go. Okay, we got Cassiopeia. Is it Cassiopeia and Dre? Uh,
Yes, it is.
awesome. Just like the constellation. Great. Awesome. Very cool. Um, Yeah, Kevin says he wants to get into this in a major way. Awesome. You know what? I'm excited about it. It's and you know what? We've been working on this for a while. So I'm gonna jump into it. Here, I'll share my screen. I'm going to go through a quick presentation that I made that kind of outlines all the things that we do, and ask me if I actually know how to present in uh thing. Here we go. Is it going to work? Yeah, okay. So, welcome to Power Tools, getting restaurant clients with high level, tapping that restaurant niche to get better restaurant clients who stick around. I mean, that's the whole the whole goal here, right? So, I'll go quickly over who I am. My name's Jason Orban. I have been doing online marketing, digital marketing, all that kind of stuff, websites and everything since 2005. Actually 2002, I started out working in film and television, and just did a lot of marketing for the movie production company that I worked for up here in Canada. So I came in, I did all their graphics, all their design, built their websites, and then actually moved a lot more into programming and development and stuff with them. Funny, interesting story is they did one of those things where a lot of businesses, even in high level, is you just grow too fast and you can't keep track and manage everything. So what happened with them is they grew too fast, grew to like 160 employees in a few years, and then crumbled. They ended up claiming bankruptcy, went from 160 employees to 5 employees. Um, in like a matter of months. And from that, I was like, hey, I took one of the guys I worked with there, and I said, hey, let's start our own agency. So in 2005, we started our own agency doing web design, graphics, marketing, still servicing a lot of the film and television companies that we worked with, which a lot of fun because you get to be like super creative, and that's who I am. I like being like really creative. I like creating stuff, building stuff, making stuff work. That's a huge part of just who I am kind of thing. So fast forward 2008, I sold that company actually to my business partner. Things weren't jiving. You know, it's having a business partner is like having a marriage. So if you're going to start a business with someone, I recommend you expect to spend your life with them if you want things to work out kind of thing. And so it didn't with us. In 2008, I started another agency, which we're still running now, which is called Think Big Studios. And we've gone through a ton of different variations of what Think Big Studios is over the years. Actually, it's called Think Big Marketing now. But Think Big Studios back in 2008 was I was working with book publishers and building websites and marketing and doing some of that great stuff. And what we found over the first after like 5 years, like around 2013, I took a look at all the clients that we had worked with, and major thing that I noticed was that not a lot of them were around anymore. We had built their website, we had done their branding, we had created brochures and business cards and all that kind of stuff. But then I realized, like, even though we built all that stuff for customers, they didn't know how to market themselves. They didn't know how to advertise themselves and actually go out and get more customers. You know, it's kind of that idea is like, if I build this marketing stuff, then things are just going to work out, right? But that's not always the case at all. So, what we did was we made a huge switch. We actually learned about it was when ClickFunnels and everything just kind of came about. So we actually put on some big events back in the city we lived in. And from that, we ended up getting into like real estate investors and client and coaching and all different kinds of stuff, which was really cool. I mean, through that, we found Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels. So we joined Ignite, became a part of that, and just like blew my mind with the idea of direct response marketing and the ability to just like, instead of passive branding of where we're like, you know, saying, hey, we're here, come see us. It was like actually making offers, you know, making offers to what a novel idea, right? Making offers to customers and actually being like, let's get people to buy stuff and come in and do that. So, we that's the direction we went, and we dug deep into that. So we went ClickFunnels, and I mean, had active campaign and all the follow-up systems and everything like that. And then by 2017, what happened with us was actually at the same time of all this going on, Chandel, who you guys met a few minutes ago, she's been a hairstylist. She was a hairstylist for a good 20 years. And through that whole time, she was on stage talking across North America, doing like on stage shows, teaching people how to do hair, how to market themselves as stylists, how to grow their salon, doing stuff like that. She came back to Saskatchewan, is where we lived, and she opened up a hair salon. And then over the years of us being together, we opened a couple more hair salons. We know a lot about brick and mortar. That's a huge part of who we are. So that's kind of why we resonate with like the service businesses slash restaurants slash local businesses, because we just kind of feel that pain. We know what the struggle is to keep those doors open and to keep moving forward. So that's why that's what comes along when we're building a lot of these systems that we're doing. So back to high level, or back to, you know, 2017-ish. What happened was we kind of fell into a niche, which was fitness marketing. Surprisingly, it was like it just came out of nowhere. We started working with a yoga studio, or a yoga. We did a presentation. Yoga studio said, "Hey, I got to work with you guys," and we're like, "Yeah, a yoga studio. Like, I mean, what are we going to be able to do with a yoga studio, right? I mean," and then we started talking to them, and it was actually part of a franchise, and they had upsells and downsells and offers and that thing. Okay, we're like, okay, this sounds cool, right? So we started doing marketing for them. And the first campaign that we did for them for their grand opening, they did over $100,000 in sales from that first launch. And we are like, that's amazing, right? Like $100,000 in sales for a yoga studio sounds pretty ridiculous. So from that, we got a call from the franchise owners, and they were just like, hey, what the hell did you guys do? We've never seen that before. We've been launching studios for like the last 10 years. And the biggest launch we ever did was like 40K downtown Toronto or something like that. So needless to say, we started working with them, doing all their marketing. And then by 2019, just started onboarding two other franchises that we were working with. And interesting enough, what happened with that was COVID happened, right? We had 50 studios that we were working with already.
She
Major
heard
plans
the
to go to
voice start
100 that
walking to
year.
the door.
And
I mean
then
the bus. And she
and then major plans to go to 100 that year, and COVID just killed it all. So we had to pivot, change everything like that. And that's when we got into high level, and we built our first review system for high level, started working with agencies, and that's kind of where it leads us today. We built a ton of tools for the back end of high level, and now we've got this other system that we're doing. It's a loyalty and rewards promotion system, and we've built it out specifically for restaurants. And I'm going to show you exactly how we're doing that and how we're using it for our customers now. So I'm excited to get on with this. So why are we here? We're ready to get more at a high level, right? We want to be able to actually use the system that we're paying for to get more customers, in a system that's not too complicated, in an industry that's not too complicated, and that's not like just completely saturated. So we want a way to nail the restaurant food industry niche. We're trying to figure out everything high level can do, because I mean there's a ton of stuff in there, and I mean just by getting in there now, I mean it's really is ridiculous about the opportunity that you have in front of you to use high level to build a business online. And I mean, here's the thing: we've been doing this kind of stuff for 15 years completely remotely, and it's worked out well. You can build a whole lifestyle and life out of doing this. So now you're ready to focus on growing successful brand in an easy to reach niche, which hopefully here for you is the food. It's not just restaurants, it's restaurants, pubs, breweries, bakeries, anywhere that has kind of food or repeat business. I'm going to show you how we're marketing with those customers. So here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover how to get restaurant clients, how we work with restaurant clients in high level, what are best practices to get clients set up in high level, and how quickly set up a marketing campaign for a restaurant client using high level. And then also how to keep a client around and reduce churn. That's what we are talking about today. I hope you guys are still with me. I appreciate you guys being on here. And here, I'm going to take a look here. Steven said, we currently have a restaurant looking for something, and I've been chatting with them. I feel like this might solidify the deal. I think so. Awesome, Steven. Kevin said, I'm wanting to get in this in a major way. Excited. And Louis B. Haynes says he's been there. So Chandel said, good old COVID. Yeah, I mean, with COVID, I mean, it's like 4 years ago. Stop. We're done complaining about it now, right? But I mean, March 14th, 2020 is a day I'll never forget. We literally shut off every invoice for 50 clients and went to like almost zero revenue from that. So it's a pain point that's going to stick with me for a very long time. So let's talk about why restaurants. So the thing about restaurants here is um restaurants are awesome because they're quick to turnover restaurant, right? There's a lot of room for improving sales. They're one of the easiest niches to run ads for, although very few restaurants actually run their own ads or hire it out to other people. So is that my phone ringing? Weird. I got to decline that. Sorry about that. Okay, so they're one of the easiest niches to run ads for, and that's primarily what we do in our marketing agency. Is we run ads for the clients that we work with. A lot of local businesses, a lot of restaurants. But what you'll find is that there are not very many restaurants actually running ads to promote themselves. They just don't know what to do, how to do it, who to talk to, and a lot of times the managers are the ones who are in charge of putting that marketing in place, and they're busy just running things, right? So when you go in and you actually talk to a restaurant manager or something like that, or someone who's in charge of the marketing there, you get a very good receptive result from it. So restaurants are low ticket, they're easy to scale, they're practically a zero maintenance client once you get them set up and running. Once you have them set up and running, once you have a system built for them and you're churning out new leads for them and new people are coming in, There's not a whole lot you have to do other than we're going to talk about reporting, which if you have a marketing agency, reporting is huge. That's why the high level dashboards on that front end are so important. And I'm going to chat quickly about how we do a lot of our reporting for our clients. And we'll get into that in a little bit. So here's the thing, the second last one here was most restaurants don't know how to advertise, so they don't, and they don't actively look for help. It's just because they're busy and they don't know what to do. So, did I say why restaurants twice? Yeah, I did. Okay. So how are we doing it? Now, how are you go out there and actually get those restaurant clients? How are you going to help them, right? So one of the things is, I'm just going to talk quickly about sales, just going out there and getting customers. What we've been finding that works so well, especially for local customers, is just going out there, seeing who's already advertising, who's sending flyers, who's setting up in the social media news feeds, who's opening a new restaurant in your area is a huge one. If you can get to a restaurant while they're still opening and you can get out there and chat with them, you have a huge opportunity to work with them. Because I mean, one of the things I say with restaurants that we go to work with is just, hey, if we're say we're at a restaurant, right? So stop in at your favorite place. If you're dining out, ask the staff who you can talk to about marketing. I do that all the time. We like to try out new restaurants when we go out. So we'll go out. If a place is great, we really like the place, the vibe, the atmosphere, everything like that. We just say, I just talk to someone. Chandel's usually too nervous to do this, but I'm just like, hey, I really love this place. We do restaurant marketing, and I'd love to chat with somebody who does marketing for this restaurant or who's in charge of the marketing for this restaurant. And it's usually a manager. It's usually someone on staff that you can they'll usually just write down the name, phone number, email of the exact person who you need to call. And sometimes that person is actually in the building as well. And I've had so much luck and so much, not luck, but good results from just going and talking to that person is to say, hey, we do restaurant marketing. I absolutely love this place. This place is super cool. I'd love to sit down and just chat with you about some of the stuff that we're doing to help restaurants get more customers through the door. And they are like, absolutely, that would be awesome. Because while most restaurants are busy, Friday, Saturday are usually the busy times. They are almost dead, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the dead times, and we want to help them fill those times, and that's what we can do. So when it comes to talking to restaurants, it's always, or any business actually, when you're out there trying to sell high level, it's a really good idea to have an offer in mind. What are you actually offering them so that when you go to talk to that restaurant manager or something, you have something to say to them. Maybe you're not doing it on the very first meeting, because I like to, especially brick and mortar, and this is one of the things that we've learned, is that it's good to go in and start that conversation, but then set up a time where you can actually schedule a time to go in and chat with them. Just because they're typically busy at that moment. And if you've seen any salespeople who are really good at dealing with brick and mortar businesses, is they are relentless in the follow-up. They keep coming back in, they keep stopping in to say hi. Hey, do you have a minute to chat? Just want to see how things are going, and then set up an actual time to go in and talk to them about the marketing systems that you guys have in place, which we're going to go over a little bit here during this webinar. So a couple different offers when you're actually talking to that customer and you get them in the groove here where you can actually set up a meeting with them. Lots of times we'll do a 10-day free trial to set up some campaigns, some really quick campaigns using social media ads to run traffic for that restaurant, so that with an offer that people can download and then bring into the restaurant, so that they can get something, right? And if we can set it up really quickly, I mean, you can do it really, really simply. You can set up an offer, you can run traffic to that offer, and then people can go in and redeem those coupons. Really, really simple. After that 10-day free trial, then we're moving them into a longer term paid system. Now, you can do a couple different options, and this is totally discretionary, up to you how you want to do this, but you can go in. I mean, so we have a brand called OK Local here, which is like a local marketing system that we do. It's kind of like I'll bring it up here and I'll actually just show you guys really quickly, because I know a lot of people are interested in this. OKLocal.ca. I'm going to jump over here. OKLocal.ca. This is a local marketing brand that we've created for the communities that we live in here. So Okanagan is a part of BC, which is all wineries and wines and grapes. It's a big valley. It stretches for, I don't know, a couple hundred miles, 300 kilometers. And there's probably 1 million people who live here. So we've set this up so we can promote local businesses with a directory. But then we do social media advertising. We do Facebook. What we do with this is we'll find other restaurants who are out there, other businesses who are out there, and they're promoting stuff, and then we'll get in touch with them and say, hey, this looks awesome. I'd love to promote this to the rest of our customers as well through OK Local. Now, we don't even have a giant following of people through OK Local, but the businesses who are already sharing, they're just excited that somebody wants to share out their stuff to kind of get a bigger reach out of it. So it's easier again at that point to talk to who is in charge of marketing. I will send a message to people saying, hey, this looks awesome. I'd love to share this out to our community. Who can I talk to about marketing in your business, in your restaurant? And then again, they'll put you in touch with the person if it's not already them. So we've started a number of conversations. Started a number of conversations with restaurants and signed them up as clients, just going that way. So that leads me to this first month pay with gift cards, is because OK Local and we have a community of people out there. What we'll do is we'll get the customer to spend, and instead of paying their full price up front, we'll just get gift cards from them. And we'll use some of the gift cards for ourselves, but then we'll use some of the gift cards as giveaways and contests and everything like that, so that we can build our brand better locally so people know who we are. But we'll also drive traffic to the restaurant to get signups for their offers and their VIP and stuff like that through contests as well. So we'll give away some of those contest cards. And the whole idea is that if in the first month we can get a bunch of people on their list for them that they can market to, we can generate a bunch of leads, they're not going to want to go away, right? Because they're already seeing a huge amount of results. So getting them to pay that first month in gift cards just gives you more marketing fodder that you can use to promote them better. Another thing that you can do too is if they're tight for money, you can say, hey, we'll do the first month half off and then regular price after you get to see some results. That's cool. You can do that. And then, I mean, we have a couple different tiers as well for what we're doing here. So we have a $297. I believe we also have a $497, and then we have a $797. The $297 is typically, hey, if you want to use the system on your own, I'm going to show you guys how to use it. And then from there, they can do it on their own, or if they want us to do it and they want us to run ads for them and they want the actual whole marketing thing where they don't want to take care of it, but we'll do it for them, then we charge them $797 a month plus ad spend, and then we'll run ads for them. And the thing is, with running those ads, they're all really simple ads because people love food. I'm going to show you that in a second. They don't have to be complicated at all. So when we're making an offer, really, here's the thing that we're telling restaurants, right? Is we help restaurants fill empty seats by building a VIP list of local customers, loyal customers that we can market to and remarket to at any time we want to generate more business, i.e. we want to get more butts in seats and we want to keep them paying, coming back in over and over again. So, which leads me to, this here. So, I mean, if you're going out and talking to restaurants, what does that look like? So if you speak with 10 restaurants, no matter which channel it is, DMs work fairly well. Stopping in to talk to local businesses is great. Cold emailing, unless you're an expert at it, I wouldn't suggest starting off with it that way, but it doesn't hurt. I mean, the more omnipresent you can be with your marketing and hitting them on different channels is always a good way to go. But let's say you speak with 10 restaurants in the first week, you book 4 demos and you close 2 people. Awesome. That's awesome. So week 2, we do the same thing. Week 3, we do the same thing. Week 4, they do the same thing. So we've talked to 40 different restaurants. We've booked 4 demos. We've closed 8 people. That is a minimum $300 a month per location. So $2,400. But I mean, we're always trying to push them for the 797, right? Hey, we will work with you and we'll run the ads for you. So we're looking at double like that. We're looking at like $5,000 a month because we're actually running ads for them. And honestly, they are the most simple ads that you can run out there. And again, we're probably gonna have to do another training where I get Shan on to actually show you guys and run through how she runs the ads for these restaurant clients. I think you guys are going to love how that works. I mean, you can also use UpHex, but we just don't have time to go into how to run ads and everything like that for clients through this training. So if you can run ads, absolutely go ahead and do that. So, I mean, here we're looking at month 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're looking at 16 restaurants onboarded, which is not it's not crazy. It's not crazy to be able to go out and do that. I have a very good client or a very good, friend / agency owner who lives in Toronto on the other side of Canada from us. He went out and in 2 months, he was working with chiropractors, but he went out talking to chiropractors and just going out, being present and spending every Wednesday doing some actually on foot marketing was easily at 15 grand a month after a couple months, just by putting in a little bit of the legwork and having a good offer to get those customers signed up. So if you do this right with restaurants, they won't want to leave, and you can eliminate that churn that's so often common with running an agency, running SaaS, everything like that. So let's just chat quickly about, I mean, give me, if you guys are following along and this is sounding good so far, give me a 1 or something like that in the chat so I feel good about myself. So I don't feel like I'm just chit-chatting away on my own. Very cool. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Dion says 111. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's talk about the biggest expense for restaurants. The biggest expense for restaurants are empty chairs, right? And it's not that they just they're sitting there, it's that they're losing money because there's nobody there buying something. So where is the sweet spot? I mean, where we work with most restaurants when they first start out is they have too many empty chairs throughout the week. Nobody's sitting in those spots. I can't tell you the number of times we walk into a restaurant and it's just dead. And then we're like, why is this place so dead? And they're like, I have no idea. And they're like, who do you talk to about marketing? You're like, I don't know. And then the owners are, or like, why aren't, and they're like, sometimes you just walk into a place and they're just like, the owners are too cheap to spend anything on advertising. And we're like, that's crazy, because it doesn't cost a lot to actually get a ton more people into the restaurant. So if we're looking at this on the left-hand side, we've got too many chairs. We've got this empty gap of where nobody's spending any money. The sweet spot, obviously, is where we want to be, where we have this nice balance between chairs that are available / too many customers, so even if there's a lineup or something like that, we have that sitting there. But once we're running ads, they can get to a point where they have a lot of customers, and if they do it consistently long enough, then they have the motivation to maybe open up a next spot or just be open longer or have more opportunity for those customers. So ideally, the sweet spot is where we want to get them, is to that spot where on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those seats are still filled, and we can make their Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday feel like Friday, Saturday by getting butts in seats. So the problem is, like I said earlier, is just restaurants don't know how to get there. So here's how we do it. So here's how we do it. We help restaurants in 4 ways, really. We're going to help them build a VIP list of customers they can market to at any time. Plus, we're going to drive traffic to get new customers, so we build that list fast and they don't want to leave us, right? Because they have that list of customers. They know that they have that captive audience sitting there, and then they can market to them at any time. So we're going to help them get more customers. We're going to help those current customers that they already have to buy more when they visit, and we're going to get their current customers to come back more often. And then number four, which again is so important for agency, is to show them their metrics, show them their return on investment. Because if you don't show them their return on investment, I'm just going to stress this, if you don't show them how much they're spending on ads, how many customers they're getting, and then how many coupons are being redeemed, they're not going to know, because they're not tracking in themselves. They, for the most part, don't even know that's a possible thing to even track to see how often customers come back, what the lifetime value is of a customer, or how much they're making off of those customers. They don't know those numbers. They just know their doors are open and they hope people come back, and then they feel like they have regulars, right? That's the way a lot of restaurants typically function, and it's just not a good business practice. So, I mean, no matter whether we're doing fitness, we're doing restaurants, we're doing whatever, showing the agent, the client, their ROI, your marketing analytics of how they're getting their customers is like hugely important. And that's just one thing I will continue to stress. So let's just talk about getting more customers here. So here's an example of some of the ads that we run, just some of the graphics. They're really simple. There doesn't have to be a ton of information around those ads when you're running them. Just a really good graphic of food. Lots of times we can go into Canva. We've got these templates created. I can share them with you guys. We've got these templates. You can use them. Slap a picture of food up there and start advertising for that customer. You can go in with your phone, take some pictures of the food that they have, and start running those as ads. The thing is, the nicer the food photo, if you can make that food look appetizing, you're going to get a lot more signups. So Facebook and Instagram advertising is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best ways to get new leads for a restaurant. Instead of optimizing for conversions, a lot of time we're just optimizing for leads. We just want to get those leads. And the nice thing through High Level is we can just run lead forms as well. You can run lead forms directly into High Level, and I'll show you guys how we, some of the workflows that we have for that. It's just super simple. But you can run those lead forms directly into High Level, and then they don't have to go through any other additional subscriptions or anything like that. The only downside I'm going to say with lead forms is that if people have older information in there, occasionally their phone numbers are not correct. So if you're SMSing them, it might be going to another person just because people have their accounts for so long. But I think what I've been seeing is Facebook has been attempting to get people to upgrade their stuff more often. And there's also other tools that you can use by just getting them to go to a landing page after they opt in. Hey, thanks for opting in. Go here, take them to another page where they actually have to physically fill in their own information there. Another great, a double check kind of thing, which gets them onto the VIP list. And it's a really good way to do it. So we're going to send them an offer. And here's the thing, the better the offer, the better the more results they're going to get from those ads. Now, one of the hard things about that though is convincing the restaurant to actually do the really good offer. And some of the best offers we've run is like, hey, get a free appetizer. Oh yeah, just one second. I just sorry, I just saw Warren's or Steven's question. Can you modify this for an auto detailer? I don't see why not. This would work for any local business. What I've talked about so far is this would work for a local, like just run ads for them. Of course you can do that. Yeah. The better the offer, the better you're going to get those leads. So I mean, that's the thing, is just coming up with a good offer. Now for restaurants, is you almost want to do a loss leader for those restaurants. So whether you're doing 50% off their food order, whether you're doing get a free appetizer, we in Canada we can't do it, but I know in the US you can do like buy one drink, get a second for a penny. You can do that buy one, so that works really good for breweries and pubs. You can do buy your first pint, get your second pint for a penny. Depends on which state you're in, but I know a lot of them you can do that. In Canada, they have minimum like alcohol purchase prices. So you can't do that. Some places you can actually just do buy one, get one kind of thing, I think, as well. So that's really neat. But 50% off your meal, buy one appetizer, get one free, works really well. We've done 2-for-1 pizzas, free order of wings, those kind of things. And here's the thing, you're going to run into some restaurants who are like just completely understand the value of marketing and giving away something so that they can get that customer on a list and remarket to them anytime. Because here's the thing, and I think most restaurants don't understand this, is that for most restaurants, the lifetime value of a customer, if that customer keeps coming back, is roughly around $6,000. So if you're going to lose $4 off of an appetizer to get somebody to come in and eventually give you $5,996, that's a no-brainer, right? But sometimes you just have to get past the mindset of that restaurant of, hey, this is what's going to work. And think about this, is when you're going in and talking to a restaurant, they are looking at you. And again, I'll say this for every local business that you're going to work with within High Level, they're looking at you to come in as an advisor. They want you to come in and tell them what works, what doesn't, why you're doing it that way, and why they should be doing it that way. Why this is the campaign that we're going to run, and this is why we run it. We want to give away a free appetizer when somebody comes in for their name, phone number, and email, because we're going to get them to come back in 10 more times over the course of the year, and they're going to spend like $1,000 with us. Right. So we're going to give away a $4. That's not even $4. Maybe the appetizer is $10, but their actual food cost on that is going to be like 30% roughly. So even if it's 50%, they might lose $5 on that appetizer, depending on what it is. But they're going to get, the person's also going to come in, they're going to buy drinks. Don't do a double offer. Don't do free appetizer plus free drinks. No, you're going to do free appetizer, and then for any kind of brewery or pub or any kind of restaurant, really, they make a ton of money on drinks. So while that first meal in general might be like break even, that person is going to keep coming back again and again. And then when you institute something like a second visit, third visit campaign on that, so the first person comes in, uses one coupon, they redeem that coupon, you give them a second coupon, you bring them back in again for something else, and then you bring them again a third time. It's like 70% of those people are going to be lifelong customers now because of that 3-time visit rule. I mean, and that works in a lot of different industries, even for like hair salons and everything like that. If you can get a customer to come back in 3 times, they're your customer for life, until you completely screw something up. So other ways that we're doing it other than Facebook is we're getting customers to join a VIP through using a QR code. They can text a keyword to a phone number. One of the cool things we've done is have a text Wi-Fi to our phone number to get the Wi-Fi code for the restaurant. And then you're also collecting the person's information from there. And then we've done direct mail as well. You can throw a QR code on a flyer and send that out to get more VIPs. So with VIP customers, we can connect by VIP customers by sending out weekly updates to them, keep them coming back in to make more purchases. With the system that we have here, I'm going to show you in a minute, we can promote events, any kind of events, live shows, anything like that, easy to message out and send to customers. So if you have any of these breweries, pubs, restaurants that have live music or events that are going on throughout the week, maybe they're selling tickets or whatever, it's easy to promote those. And then by sending out SMS messages, we can communicate last minute openings. If they're kind of doing any kind of events, location changes, if they're not in the restaurant entirely, or maybe there's a lot of time there's like these festivals going on too, right? So we've got Festivale and stuff like that, where a lot of restaurants that we love going to will go there and promote their stuff too, so they can speak to their customers that way. With High Level, right, we can do two-way messaging through all the different marketing channels, which is huge for restaurants. There's a number of franchises that we work with that one franchise location or sub account manages all 20 of their restaurant locations. So all the communication comes into that channel, and they actually just employ people to answer questions and make sure the communication goes where it needs to go through their Facebook channels and everything, because they've tried having individual Facebook, Instagram, everything like that for different locations, but Sometimes you get people who do it, and sometimes you get restaurants who do not take care of business like they should be, right? So they found that by having all of their communications in one marketing account, they can handle everything. And the communications part, or the conversations panel inside of High Level, has been huge for them. So we can digitally deliver flyers, coupons, menus, events, calendars, and then we're just generating revenue, right? Because we're getting those customers to come back more often, and we're developing a better connection with our customers because we have VIP, and people like being part of VIP. So here is a kind of a glimpse of what we put together. We have a whole promotions manager, promotion system that we put together for High Level, which is really cool. It basically creates a dynamic flyer promotions page for your customers, for your restaurants. And it works for a ton of different local businesses as well. But again, lets you connect with your VIP customers. You can promote all these things. We can promote weekly retail sales, food, drink specials, and then we can communicate all those openings and everything as well. We track by customers. I think for some reason, I think when I was doing this, I definitely duplicated those slides there. But I'm just going to pound this in again. We can develop a better connection with our customers by them becoming VIP. So, inside of our system, we're setting up birthday campaigns. I mentioned that second and third visit incentive for coupons, direct mail campaigns using QR codes and offer pages, and database reactivation campaigns. These are all huge because there was a great video from Gary Vee and another restaurant marketing guru who is out there. They're talking about the second and third incentive. So we built this into our system. And what this does is when somebody comes in, well, in what Gary Vee and they were talking about was having somebody come in for finding it out for their first time, putting a red napkin on their table. Then everybody knows that they're a new customer. So then when that customer has done their meal and they're like, oh, this is great, they get exceptional service, right? They give them a coupon for, hey, you know what? Next time you come in, you're going to have to try our chicken. And then they give them a coupon for the chicken. So next time they come in, they can use that coupon and get a free entree, which is the chicken, right? And then that because they brought that coupon in, that was their second incentive coupon to come back in. We're going to give them a third one. Hey, awesome. You guys love the chicken. That was great. You have to try this special dessert that we have, and then give them a coupon for that special dessert to get those people to come in again. Now that's the third time, second and third incentive coupons that we have. And that works in a lot of businesses, but it works great for restaurants. So we built that into our system as well. So I'm really excited to talk about, show you that. And then we also have birthday campaigns in there as well, because birthdays, people love going out to restaurants for their birthdays. Dion was saying it was the restaurant rescuer. I think his name was John Taffer or something. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a really good. He does have a series. Absolutely. And you could take a lot of information that he was saying in that show and use that for restaurant marketing restaurants as well. You totally could. And it was a really good interview with Gary Vee. I saw a long time ago and I just loved it. Oh yeah, Steven says he's got it on daily. Awesome. I love that show. It's a great show. So one of the things we've also been built into our system, I know we have a whole loyalty system as well. Now for restaurants, we don't necessarily lead with it, because what we found is there is a number of POS systems who are out there who already have a loyalty system. And what I found is that can be a sticking point when you're saying, hey, if you just go in and you're like, hey, we've got a loyalty system for restaurants. Awesome. But then they're like, oh, we already have a loyalty system. And then you have to get through the whole objection of like, are you guys using the loyalty system? Are people collecting points? Are you actually implementing things? Are you doing that? Right? You have to get past that. So our whole system ties into a loyalty system, but for most part, when we're talking with restaurants, we're leading with the whole promotions and marketing side. We're getting customers in, we're getting customers to come back. And then if we want to, we can implement this entire loyalty point system so that we can reward those customers for checking in, for ordering food, for redeeming coupons, for anything that we can put through a workflow, we can give them points for. And I'll cover that in a second, which leads me into smart loyalty and rewards. Now, I call this smart loyalty and rewards because we do loyalty and rewards for a bunch of different industries restaurants, hair salons, home services, stuff like that. But we've taken that system and we niched it down and we built one out specifically for restaurants. And I'm going to take you guys in and do a quick overview of what that looks like right away here. So this is our done for you restaurant marketing system built for high level, using high level funnels, SMS, conversations, workflow, custom values, and all that good stuff. So are you guys with me? You guys, can I show you guys the system? Do you guys want to see what we put together? I guess just give me a 1-up or something like that, and we'll keep this going. Appreciate you guys sticking around here. So, yes, okay. So let's jump over to our restaurant reward system. Now, again, I called it restaurant rewards, but a big thing about this is that it is a marketing system. I think it needs to be renamed because it's a restaurant marketing system for restaurants that you can use inside of high level. So where we're leading off with this is, again, we're talking about promotions, right? We're getting customers to join the VIP program so that we can email and message and SMS those customers anytime we want. Now, one of the pain points about doing that inside of high level is if you want to create a promotion inside of high level, then you got to go to a landing page. You got to create the graphic. You got to create the forms. You got to create the messaging to follow up for that promotion. And then you've also got to, oh gosh, you have to create a thank you page. All those things for creating a single offer on a page, which is doable. You can totally go and do it, but it's really difficult if you want the customer to go in and do that themselves, right? So to get a customer to actually go in, okay, here's the steps on how to go and create your own promotion and then run traffic to it. They're not going to go and do that unless they're already a really techie customer. Now, what we built here is a whole promotion system for high level. So you can go in and you can create any number of promotions, which is going to show up. Let me, let's open this up in a new tab here so I can show you both. When we go here, it's actually going to go through conversations because that's a better way to do it. So we're going to go in through should have had this open earlier. Messaged myself way too many times. The demo account. We've created this promotion system so it makes it super easy to create promotions and display them on a landing page inside of high level. So we've got this tracked all through the contacts customer ID. So when a customer comes here, no matter which way that you have them subscribe, and we have a number of ways for them to subscribe in high level here, they are going to be able to redeem any coupons or see the coupons that they have available. Now, what we like to do for the restaurants that we work with is that we'll create coupons. We create different subscriber coupons. So let me show you how we would go and do that. So inside promotions, we can upload an image. Here, let's just say claim this free. Oh, I think we got chicken on there all the time. Let's do this one right here. So save 50% off your entire meal. That's one of the ads that we're running. So say we're running that as an ad, then we're going to go and create this as we have a show to all subscribers. What that allows you to do is anybody who's subscribed to the VIP system is going to see that promotion, or we can set it up so that we have these inside our in-house subscriber campaigns. So we have in-house, we have a mail campaign, we have a social media, that's the pay-per-click campaign. We have a referral campaign. So if you want to set it up to ask anybody to refer people to the VIP system, you can do that. And then we have a reactivation campaign. We have a birthday, and then we have a second and third events incentive. So these ones are all to get new customers subscribed to the system. These ones here are for customers who are already part of the system. Maybe we have for reactivation, we have their phone numbers, emails, stuff like that, and we want to send out an incentive for them to join the VIP. We can do that that way. So if we go and create a new promotion for this in-house promotion, that would be like table talkers, posters, anything like that you'd put up in the restaurant. And now the reason why we keep those separate from, say, the pay-per-click ones is because if a customer is already in the restaurant, maybe we want to give them a different offer because they're already in the restaurant. If we're doing a pay-per-click campaign and somebody has never been to the restaurant and we're trying to entice somebody who is a new customer to come in, maybe we want to give them a little bit better offer to get them through the door. Meanwhile, if we're going to do, 50% off appetizers or something like that for their name or for their contact info, we can do that through an in-house campaign here. So if I select this offer, let's go unique code. We have different types of offers. Now we call them offers, but they're really just kind of like these flyer pieces that show up here. So we have an event, which could be any kind of event that they're throwing on. If they have live music coming in, it's like a one-time type thing. If they're doing a pop-up restaurant, if they're doing a special, like I know locally there's places that will do like prime rib night or tomahawk steak night or stuff like that. They can create that as an event, and then they can actually sell tickets through High Level too. You can put a button on there. Then we got coupons. This is a show coupon. This is a simplified way of the person will get a coupon on their phone, and they just show that to the staff, and the staff is like, yeah, okay, that's the coupon you want to use. The other one is a customer enters the coupon. Now, what we generally do with this is we'll create a really simple coupon. Like, for example, it'd be like M123 for the month of May. And then they'd have a coupon code that they can put in, and the staff just have to remember what's the first letter of the month, 123, and then that's the coupon code for this promotion. Or we have a completely staff hands-free system that we built here, which is we will generate and send them via SMS a coupon code that they can just self-redeem. So all they have to do is click request code, get that code, and then it'll send them a text message with it. So I'm just going to do that here. So let's go May 3rd. Oh, tomorrow's May the 4th. Hey, Star Wars fans, give me a 1 if you're a Star Wars fan. May 3rd promotion. I'm just putting that in there for test, and then this is just going to be coupon in-house. Oh, nice. Awesome. Casimir said 0.5. Awesome. So what's cool is you can also, with our promotion system here, is you can do a start date here when you want that promotion to be visible. So it won't show up into the promotions manager until it's actually scheduled on here. So that allows you to create just like different like events or info only. You can pre-schedule any promotions ahead of time, and then you can set an end date of when you want that promotion to show up. If you click this promotion is always visible, then it will only the promotion will always be available on there regardless of the end date. It will just save that there for you. So if we hit save on this, I just was doing some, oh yeah, because I was doing the A2P setup there, so that should work. We got this promotion here. We're converting everything over from API version 1 to API version 2. So occasionally I see a little text message warning thing here for myself because it's only set for administrators to see, which is me. So that's why I saw that. But here we're going to see this now. If we see May 3rd promotion, if we go into custom values, we should see what that does is when you create that in-house promotion, it's going to update custom values. It's going to update the funnel page. It's going to update everything for you. So you don't actually have to change anything inside of the funnel. So let's just go in-house. Drew, so you can see here our VIP in-house promotion. That's the new image of the one we just uploaded. We have this in-house offer. That's the May 3rd promotion. And then we have a promotion ID of 210. If I go back to that promotion, it'll probably show us that the number of that promotion. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah. So here's our ID 210. So all the custom values were updated as soon as you created that promotion. Now, if we go over to sites, and this is how we can get customers to subscribe, they scan a QR code. They're going to get taken to this VIP promotions, registrations, and offers page. This is the in-house poster campaign. So you don't actually have to touch any of these pages, which is what's really cool. And I'm going to refresh because Halo's not showing that thing there. So the whole idea is this just makes it really simple to create those promotions for your restaurant clients. So you don't have to mess around with any of those funnels over and over again just to build that out, right? So that's what that's my goal, is to make everything as in how as completely simple as possible for setting that up. So now we have this promotion and we can have somebody subscribe to the promotion. Now, the cool thing that we built into this as well is if they subscribe to this promotion, we can say, hey, do you only want to be you only want to have access to this is the part I needed to see, but have to run. Will you be sending recording? Yeah, Tom, absolutely. I'll send you a recording over for this. Not a problem at all. So when they subscribe, you can have them subscribe to a promotion. You can say they can subscribe to multiple different promotions or just one. Now, if they subscribe to one and you have it set to one, what happens is they'll get a text message saying, hey, looks like you're already a VIP subscriber. That's awesome. Or I think it says because you're awesome. And then it will send them a link to the promotions page. So I'm just going to subscribe to this one really quick. It's going, oh yeah, that's my birthday. No. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Okay. Yeah. Here, quick hug. All right. Have a good lacrosse tournament.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you. Oh yeah. So we're just going to go back to birthdays here and make it, not that young, and then join the VIP program here. Oh yeah, I did change that, right? 2024. No, it's got to be like back 1980. Sure, let's go 1980. There we go. Join VIP. Oh yeah, absolutely, right? I mean, our family is always home. So our daughter stayed home from school today because they have the cross tournament a couple hours away, and Shan's taking her to go do that for the weekend. I'm sticking around and doing some work. So so I'm here working away, and that's cool. And they're on the road. So yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we've been working remotely for like since 2008, and it's awesome. So, hey, Jason, welcome to the VIP rewards. Here is the link to get your special. So when we go to VIP promotions, because we saw that new, we subscribed to that new campaign, we're going to see that campaign right here. That's the May 3rd promotion. We didn't have to update any funnels. We didn't have to make any changes. The person just has to go and subscribe to it, right? Now, when we go here, we can go and redeem that coupon. And this is where it's the hands-free one where I don't actually have to have the staff do anything on their end because I can request the code. Once I click request code, it's going to send me a text message. It's going to send me a text message and an email with that code. So I can copy and paste the code in here and I click verify coupon. The coupon's redeemed. And now I just show that to the staff. If I come back to this page again and I click on redeem, it's going to tell me that the coupon was already redeemed. And then it gives me the date and time when that coupon was redeemed. And why that's important is that if somebody redeems the coupon during their visit accidentally and still shows the staff, then you can see like, oh, you know what, that was like 20 minutes ago you redeemed that coupon, not, you know, this is like your 8th time you redeemed this coupon kind of thing. You can set it up to be redeemed multiple times if you want, totally possible. Inside the promotions manager, we have it set up so that if you do have it redeemed multiple times, they can do it once every 24 hours. So that is the promotion side. And that's generally what we lead off for with restaurants. We run ads to them. We have the automations in here. We run Facebook lead form ads. Inside of automations, we have a ton of automations already built for them here. So here is all the automations for them to subscribe through those promotions that we've already created. Here's the PPC ad campaign, which you can easily just link up to a Facebook lead form in here. This one is just tied to, you can either send them to a landing page and have them subscribe, or we just go and create new trigger, Facebook lead form submitted, and then you can select your lead form that you want to trigger this workflow off of so that they can subscribe to that one very, very simply. If you've never set up a lead form, we have some good training on how to set up those lead forms, and Shan can talk your ear off all day about running ads for those. But inside of here, we also have the birthday reactivation one. So if you go into the promotions manager and create a birthday special, it'll send out that birthday special for that customer when it's their birthday. We've got the automation set up for that, so you don't even have to mess with that. And again, just create a self-redeeming coupon in there, and then they can bring in their coupon when it's their birthday. They can come and subscribe or come and use that. We've got a 60-day follow-up in here, so we're reminding customers once a week to come in, because a lot of people they'll subscribe for that coupon. I think the last campaign we ran it for, or it's been a month. We had $500 ad spend, and they got like 380 subscribers from that. But they only had, I think there was about 35 people who had come in so far to redeem that coupon. So we just want to keep reminding them to keep coming in. So we've built in this 60-day reminder. So we're reminding them over the next 2 months to come in. So it sends up an SMS and a text message with each one of those every week, just if they don't redeem that coupon. Once they actually redeem the coupon, then it'll remove them from that workflow, so they're not being bombarded after they've done it. We've also got the first coupon redeemed, and then we've got that second and third one. So after they redeem their first coupon, if there is a second incentive coupon that you've created, it's going to send out that second coupon automatically. If you have a third coupon created, it's going to send out a third coupon an hour after they redeem their second one. So again, you don't have to touch those things. We went through and we built all those things for you guys. So you don't have to even touch it. Inside of here, now I touched on it really quickly about a loyalty and a reward system. We do have an entire loyalty and reward system built into this too. So you can give people points for visiting. You can give people points for checking in. You can bring them to their landing page. I'm going to show you quickly what that looks like. And then they can redeem points as well after they've earned it. Now, again, we lead generally with promotions and offers and getting more customers in. But when they're ready, we can introduce people into the rewards and promotions thing. And then we can create coupons that aren't just a discount of services. We can be like, hey, get this app, buy an appetizer this week and earn 1,500 points that you can then save and use towards an entree. So inside of here, let's go to rewards login. I want to show you guys what that looks like, because now that just changes the whole game, right? Now they're earning points for visiting, they're earning points for redeeming coupons. The business isn't discounting their services anymore. And that works for a number of industries, a number of businesses, not just restaurants. So we built this system. We took our loyalty and reward system, and while we had everything a la carte before, we put it and packaged it all into a restaurant marketing system. And so when you come into your reward system, you can click here. This is automatically going to take you over to the promotions, so you can see what your promotions are. You guys are free to put whatever you want on this page. If you click on rewards, it's going to show you how many points you've earned over the lifetime of being a customer, your current point balance, how many points you've redeemed, and then every transaction of when you've earned, redeemed, whatever, gained points through the system. It's all going to show up there, so you know exactly how you do it. Here's an earn rewards page, which has their referral links, QR code, refer a friend, and then share out on social media too. They can earn points every time they search. Once every 24 hours, they can earn points for sharing out on social media. Now, the way we have the referral system set up for restaurants is different than a normal brick and mortar. And we've got another snapshot for that. With this system, I should tell you that it's not just if you sign up for this and you want to use this, you have access to restaurants, you have access to hair salons, you have access to home services. We have a bunch of different pre-built systems and more that we're building for different niches that you're working with, not just restaurants. So we've got this one system for restaurants, but there's different ones for different industries as well. Now, the difference between a restaurant and another just brick and mortar business, like a service-based business, like a hair salon or auto detailing or anything like that, what happens is we're just with restaurants, we're getting people to become VIP members. That's where the reward, that's where we're referring people to, because with a restaurant, you're not referring somebody, hey, you got to go down to John's Crab Shack and, check those guys out, and then they go online and fill out a form and saying, "Hey, John, I'd love to come and try your crabs." You're not doing that kind of stuff. So it's like joining the VIP, and then we'll give them a coupon, and then we'll get them in that way. That's the whole way that the rewards and the referral system uses is for restaurants versus a regular or another brick and mortar service based business. So once they've earned points, you can create any kind of redemption that you want, any kind of reward that you want them to redeem points for. And all they need to do is, if they have enough points, click on redeem points. It's going to take them over to a page where they can print out a voucher for that business. Now it has a unique code on it. It tells you what the name of the promotion, the VIP program is called. This is the gift voucher. What they're getting is quesadilla, free quesadilla for 500 points. If you scan this QR code, we've even got an admin page already built for this as well. The restaurant can either scan this code, the QR code, and it'll take them over to this page. If they've already put their password in, they don't have to do it again, trying to eliminate as many steps as possible. It's going to tell you the name of the person who's redeeming that coupon, whether it's been redeemed or not, the actual code for that redeemed coupon. And if we click process certificate, it's going to redeem that coupon for us. And then the restaurant can give the person their food. Now, people have asked, does this integrate with other POS systems? Now, what POS systems for the restaurant industry are notoriously locked down. There are not a lot of POS systems that have API access and are open to the public to do whatever they want with. So, some of the major ones, the easiest way that we found is that we just get either the restaurant goes in and creates a coupon code, like an internal coupon code that they would use for that customer when they go and redeem that voucher, whatever it is. So if we have coupons for birthday coupons, whatever, they can create a button for each one of those promotions, or they can create a coupon code that they just punch in, maybe have a sticky note on their thing, and they punch it in and the person can get that coupon. Those are the easiest ways that we found for people to be able to redeem these things and to have it tie in to the POS system for them. Really simple. And I've talked with a number of restaurants. Again, we've worked with restaurants and we talked with more restaurants who are doing systems similar to this. And yeah, they're frustrated too by the fact that Toast and all the major POS systems don't allow you to use any third-party things like that. So we built this whole system so you don't have to, and then they can just create those little coupon buttons inside of their system. And there's tons of instructions online about how to create a coupon code or another button for, 2-for-1 appetizers, stuff like that, whatever promotion they're running. You can also completely change the background of this offer here too. So I'll show you how you can do that. So this is all the funnel steps in that system there. We've got a bunch more automations and everything here. And the last thing I'm going to show you, second last thing here, is our rewards leaderboard. So inside of our rewards leaderboard, this is going to show you every time somebody's referred somebody, we're tracking that. Every time people have earned points, the top points earners are going to show up in here so you can see how many points people have. You can click on view details and you're going to see the kind of view that they have inside of their dashboard. So you can see all their points, how they've earned points, and any details about those points as well. Inside of here, we can also go to manage rewards. This is where you create the rewards that you want. Now we're coming up with custom categories so you can segment further of who you want to show rewards to. This is a great tool to use for staff incentivization as well. We will be adding a staff one in here so that staff can earn points for showing up on time and doing the things that you want them to do. That's really cool. That's upcoming. But here you can create rewards for B2B customers, B2C customers, and or just show to everybody. And we have B2C in here, not used so much for restaurants. The workflows are in the system and we do have training about how to set that up, but think about those. Think about the B2C as or the B2B, the business to business ones, as being you're working with influencers locally, somebody who you want to give an affiliate link to that they can refer customers to you, but they're not necessarily coming in, or that kind of thing. Or if there's another complimentary restaurant or business that you work with and they can refer their customers to you, they can get their own thing and they can earn points, and then you can give them cash incentives or whatever you want to do for sending people over. So manage redemptions. You remember that code that I showed you? That shows up here. You can search by any one of those rewards. And then we also have our managed promotions. And then we have our point settings here, which you can set all the point settings for the system in our backend as well. So a huge number of things that you guys can do with this system. I'd love to open it up to ask, see if you guys have any questions about it. If you guys want to get it, you guys can I'll put the link in the chat. And we do have a promotion or promo that we're running right now. If you want to grab one of our bigger packages, which is either Power Tools, and I haven't even talked about Power Tools, but because Power Tools is like all of our tools all put together. So you can check that out, and we have a lot more stuff in there, like video testimonials, smart reviews, all different kinds of stuff like that. Really, really cool stuff. But if you guys are interested in picking up this, you can head over to loyalty and rewards, ghlpowertools.com/loyalty and rewards. Okay, so Dion said some you can do via Zapier from my research, just GHL via webhooks and then API. It is possible to pull into high level and then into loyalty and rewards and reviews. If you can go from Zapier, absolutely. So what we have, if you can go from Zapier with any system, you can add people into loyalty and reward system. You can give them points for whatever you want to do. Absolutely, you can 100% do that. I just don't know. Here's the thing. There's so many POS systems that are out there that are available for customers. I'm always running into something new. There's a lot of customers who use Toast. It's really expensive for restaurants. So some of the newer, smaller restaurants aren't necessarily using that. But then you have bigger franchises a lot of people are using Toast because it's kind of like an industry standard. We also have I think there's Clover. I don't think Square will work with restaurants as well. Square, I know any kind of purchase you can do through Square, you can go through Zapier and have that come into high level. I use that for a lot of hair salons that we work with. If they're using Square, it's really cool. And we can do the loyalty and rewards and promotion system that way. We send out a lot of review requests to customers who are using Square. That works really well. Yeah, we have some Square customers who are just killing it with that. I'll say it's totally worth it. For me, the challenge is figuring out the best way to get it sold. I'm looking to have a salesperson set appointments and perhaps even do the sale itself. Yeah, absolutely. So one of the challenges that we've had, like I'm gonna say, is that there are a number of POS systems out there that have some sort of loyalty system in it. So we found, and from talking with other agency owners, is when we lead with loyalty and say, "Hey, we've got a loyalty system for your restaurant," they'll just shut you down and be like, "Oh, our POS already does that." Oh, okay. And then you have to, then that's where you have to go in, like, are you using it? Yeah, are you using it? Are you going out and doing things like whatever? So leading with the promotions is something that they're not doing, right? They're not doing drip campaigns, they're not doing SMS, they're not sending out messages, they're not staying in touch with their customers, they're not getting customers in. Now, the loyalty program is great for an incentive for customers who are already customers. But that's not always, gonna 100% bring people back in again and again. It's nice that if you go to a place, you're gonna earn points, but it's nice when you go to a place and get points, but I don't know if you have to have the reminders in there or else people just aren't coming back. So how much legwork do you find it takes to do the offers through social media? Ads are a pain. It is not. It is easy. It's not hard at all. Like, there's some of the easiest ads that you can set up. You're literally just you set up an ad for you. I'll have to get Chandel to talk about it. It's too bad that she wasn't on this call, but it's not hard. I mean, you can even use UpHex if you want. There's a number of there's a number of restaurant promotion material inside of UpHex if you wanted to go and set that up. but setting it up for leads, I think Shan's going to put together a training on how to be able to run that. So, but it's not hard. I know she can get ads running for a restaurant client really, really quickly. We aren't looking for the restaurant integration yet, but we do want to use your tool to pull form info to custom values for sites and workflows. Yeah. So with Power Tools, I mean, let me go over to Power Tools. So that's talking about that. So, number of options for Power Tools is well, we have two options for Power Tools. You can do 150 a month or 15.97 one time, which is a lifetime deal for Power Tools. And it gets you both the same thing, but it also gets you 3 reward licenses. And again, you can use that. That includes promotions, loyalty cards, rewards, all those things, all inside of one system. And it's going to get you three of those. But then you get access to the custom values updater and all those kind of things. If you want to go for a big package and use those, otherwise we do have the custom values updater on its own as well. And if you want to send me a message, I can get you access to just that. But or if you wanted to do Power Tools. So Dion said, I've been testing online ordering and menu development via High Level, and they're simple e-commerce capabilities and have a few interested as they are trying to get away from third-party high fees. The biggest issue is integrating a mobile app. Any experience or suggestions with this? In which way, Dion, would you want to? You can unmute yourself as well if you want. In what way do you want to use a mobile app? Because I've been thinking about it too, like doing some kind of like no code, low code type things.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey everybody. No, I was just basically, I mean, most of the e-commerce or the websites through GHL is I guess they natively mobile. So if you
Yeah.
pull them up on the screen, they'll adjust. But just that capturing far as just putting them into an app. Because I was like in the local aspect that he was doing with that OK local.
Yeah.
And you can do this, pretty much the same thing, but it was just integrating that and then, you know, pretty much taking them through a sales funnel for the
Yeah.
restaurants and getting there for obviously grabbing their email name and all that good stuff and then roll them to the VIP and then have them do the online ordering and just track it that way. I just couldn't figure
How
out the
how
way
you
that.
try have you tried how I haven't tried the new e-commerce system for like online ordering and stuff like that. Are you getting some success with that? Does it look like it's decent or
Yeah, it's pretty decent. It looks similar to the UI of your promotions page that you have.
yeah,
So you can put the graphics in there, and then if you want to alter the graphics, I mean alter the order, you can add subsections and say add this, and then you can add whatever extra. Like if it's a pizza, you can say I want extra cheese or extra pepperoni, and you can add cost to
nice.
that type of thing. So it's pretty capable for some of the basic needs, and you tie it into a payment gateway as well. So
Yeah, we
it works
were
pretty well. I'm just making sure, you go live with it. It just needs to be consistent from point A all the way to,
yeah.
to
So I
the
mean, I've been
point B.
experimenting with doing PW like progressive web apps for this, which is essentially putting a wrapper around a website, right? And having it load in so that you can even do the like the loyalty program and promotions and stuff like that inside of a web app. So we started playing around with that, but I haven't finished that. One of the things I found which was weird was when I brought in a high level funnel in as the progressive web app, it just showed all its desktop formatting. It didn't show
Yeah.
any of it didn't do a mobile formatting. So that was kind of a pain because then you bring it in and you're like, okay, cool. We just want to show the promotion side of this or whatever, or like the promotions, but then you're seeing or like the reward system and you're seeing a desktop version of the promotions. Now the promotions thing that we built is mobile optimized, but again, it's high level still showing it as a like really small on the page. So I've been playing around with that to see if we can get the CSS to work properly on that. The other option, the other thing that we've started playing around with is, I mean, taking our tools and just dropping them into like a gray label app to using something like Flutter or I think it's flow code or something like that. I was playing around with them. Because we should be able to drop any of those into those systems and have it display the info. Which would totally make sense for the app type thing. And I wonder if you could embed, I wonder if you can embed the e-commerce store in there as well, because that would be neat.
Yeah, that'll work because I know a lot of folks I've talked to, they're trying to get away, and there, and if you go, I mean, you can just do a random look and see some of their online websites. The menus are PDFs, and this is horrible.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
online ordering and things like that. So they want something a little bit more streamlined. Because
So
who wants to
so
go
many
to?
restaurants are just PDFs still. Like, I mean, I can't tell
Yeah,
you how many number of ones are just like, here, they give you a card, and here, even still, they're just like, here, scan this code for our new PDF or our new menu. And then yeah, you have to like pinch and zoom, and you're like trying to read through it.
yeah. And I got another thing too, real quick,
Yeah.
was the I got a couple of barbershops and trying to work on a couple of salons. But the one thing, I don't know, you probably get 1,000 messages via Facebook all the time, but I was trying to integrate a wait list solution, and I found this called was I think it's called Waitlist is the company, but they don't have
Okay.
a white label type deal into the rewards thing and just grab, put that all in there. So
Yeah,
I
so
know it's about restaurants, so
how would a wait list work? Because I've thought about that as well. I mean, I've talked with a number of people doing just a wait list, which can be really simple. And then I was looking at doing I was talking with another agency who had actually, they gave me access to a WordPress site that they were using for reservations for one of their restaurant clients, and they're like, that works really well as well. And it was just super, super basic, really easily.
yeah, well, I used to do digital signage back in the day. So that was one of the things. Put up he had a couple of TVs they can use and just automate the wait list thing. So they would just QR
Yeah.
code or register for an appointment, and then once that appointment is complete, they would close it out, and then it just automatically go to the next person. For walk-ins type thing,
Yeah.
not necessarily for appointments. And because what they're using right now is a lot of confusion. They just use, hey, you come in, oh, you got an appointment, no, put your name on the list, and then each barber comes up and then just scratch the person's name out of the list and then call the next person, that type of thing. But they're not necessarily building
Oh
that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we should talk about that. I've got some really good friends who have, well, I've got a number of friends who have barber shops just from being like, we had the salon industry for so long. And we had like, again, a number of salons, so we know a ton of people in there. And Shan's, we've been kind of building something out here for hair salons as well that'll be using the loyalty and promotions and reward system too. So a wait list is a good idea, because even that'd be good for restaurant. I've seen a couple people doing wait lists inside of high level, and it doesn't have to be complicated at all, really. Just needs to notify, and that was more about notifying people when when their thing is up. So using even opportunities to have a wait list built, you put their information in for a wait list and then move them over to the next thing when their table is available. And then it'll just send them an SMS message saying, hey, your table's ready, you're ready to go.
Yep.
That's a possibility, but I like the idea of having a list. And I was talking to someone about the other day. I've got actually a number of people who are using the promotion system just for events as well, not doing any coupons or anything like that, just using it as an event system to send out to their list of subscribers saying, hey, these are the places that I'm going to be. And like, even for a food truck or anything like that, having events of like, hey, we're going to be at this corner on this time, or we're going to be at this place on this time, or little pop-ups or anything like that. You could totally do that as well. Melissa asked, if an app was being used, could we utilize push notifications that would eliminate SFSPs? Yes, but push notifications kind of suck. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, and be honest with me, how often do you look at push notifications on your phone? When you like, I like to hear, like, if you guys can tell me how often that you actually think about, or like how often you actually use push notification, not put use, but actually read them. Um, I get tons of push notifications, and it will pop up and I will see small little blurb of something, but I'm usually in the middle of doing something else, so I never look at it again. And then having to go into my push notifications or my notifications to see what has been sent to me is kind of useless. And that's just, maybe that's just me. I don't know, but SMS isn't for most places, SMS isn't expensive. And if you have a client complaining about SMS fees, they need to be just getting more sales. They need to getting more customers because SMS is huge. SMS, the thing is with SMS versus push notifications, yeah, you can push notification and do that for free. That's cool. We've been looking at wallet integrations and doing things like that because then you can do push notifications. There's other options for doing it as well. But the thing is, SMS messages, they get delivered to your customer. You've got they've got like a 95% open rate, and customers generally open them in the first like 5 minutes of getting them. Compared to like email, you're getting like a 3% open rate, or maybe you're getting a 30% open rate or something like that, depending on who your list is. But then even for push notifications, I think maybe the only ones I click on are maybe I get one from Twitter or something like that. And I'll be like, what the hell are they talking about? And I'll click on it. But SMS actually works though, because you can actually get your customers to open up those messages and stay top of mind versus doing the free one. And I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So if they can do a push, if they can do a push notification once a week, and that's to a couple thousand people and it costs them $20 to send out that message, fine, as long as they're bringing in money from that. I mean, and a lot of time you just have to, for food anyways, you just have to remind people that they're hungry and they're like, that's a great idea, I should order that, and you just get that in front of people. So I like SMS way better than push notifications. And maybe that's just me, but yeah. So if you guys have any more questions, just keep firing at me because I like chatting. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a quick little overview of what actually Power Tools is too. So I'm just up on this page here in our system, or wait while this is the company I was referring to. Your software is a lot more robust than theirs. I'll have to check out wait while. That seems interesting. Because if we can add in, a wait list in there, it's just another thing that we could use. One of the things I've tried to figure out is what's the balance between too many features versus, complexity to use. Because the more things that we add in, that's great. But then we also get, there's too many things going on here. So maybe it needs to be like an add-on or a plugin or another little snapshot that can be added in or on to these things as well. So with loyalty, with our Power Tools bundle, you get the loyalty and reward system. We have a restaurant snapshot, salon snapshot, home services, promotions manager, rewards manager, leader points. You can give points. That's the cool thing is about our system is we have webhooks in there that you can give points for any action you want somebody to take. You want somebody to watch a video and give them points when they watch 80% of that video, go ahead, you can give them points. You want people to put their phone number in when they log in, when they come visit to the restaurant, we have that built out, by the way. We have you can have tablets set up at the front desk, or and they just punch in their phone number and they can earn points for that. Or you can do a number of things, but then along with that, we have just has a bunch of different things in there. Let me go over to GHL Power Tools in there, ghlpowertools.com, which is, we have our review and referral system. We have referrals. We have a subdomain manager, which is kind of obsolete at this point because High Level built that system out like a year and a half after we built ours. We have our promotions. We have custom values updater. We have a whole video testimonials thing, which is really, really cool. It's a funnel page that allows you to capture video testimonials, display them on gallery, use them for ads, anything like that. Video testimonials and then you can incentivize people for giving video testimonials as well. And then you can lead them over to reviews afterwards as well. We have loyalty and rewards, contact cards. Inside here, we have an advanced QR code generator, so you can create dynamic QR codes for all your restaurant clients or any clients that you want. We have funnels and websites. We have scripts. We have funnels. We have a FOMO style review widget. We have some calendar booking pages, Linktree style. We have contact card creator. I think there's a couple other things in here as well. We're working on a tiered reward system, and the MedSpot snapshot is coming soon as well. And then I just put together a little contest funnel as well. And then we have some onboarding stuff and a bunch of things in there as well. One of the things that's not in here too is we have an integration with Tango gift cards as well as part of Power Tools. So what you can do with that is anytime you want to give a reward or incentive or anything like that, you can actually give people a big box gift card like Starbucks, Amazon, Best Buy, whatever it is, and you can send money to them or send them over there, and we have the integration so it automatically gives them a gift card and delivers that to them as well. So that's kind of neat inside of Power Tools. And with Power Tools, the thing is we're just constantly adding more stuff in here as well. So you get the stuff that we're adding inside of loyalty and rewards, but then you also get other things that are on our roadmap as well. So you can get Power Tools for $15.97, or you can get it for $150 a month. And then loyalty and rewards, I think I said too. We've got right now, we've got a lifetime deal 5-pack that you can get 5 licenses for a one time of $9.97, or you can just go a single license and it's $69 a month, or either one of these options will get you some licenses as well. And then in addition to that, if you have Power Tools, every license beyond the 3 that you have is only going to be $25 a month rather than $69 a month. So we have our loyalty system that way. So that's my little spiel about how that works. And yeah, one of the things, if you buy Power Tools or the 5 license promo here, what we're going to do is we're going to help you get one of your accounts set up too, so free of charge. So just do that, let us know. And if you do purchase one of these, let us know. We'll get you set up, we'll onboard you, and we'll set up one of your loyalty and reward accounts for you. So yeah, I appreciate you guys jumping on here. Kevin, appreciate it. Dion, thanks for showing up. Everybody, thanks for jumping on this call. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of it, of how we're working with restaurants and the kind of stuff that we can do inside of High Level. If you guys have any additional questions at any time, feel free to hit me up on Facebook, https://fb.com/joorban. You can ask me any questions on there. You can fire away at us, and I'm happy to answer any questions on there. So Kevin said Power Tools is totally worth it. I highly recommend it. Absolutely. The social sharing is a huge feature for points rewards. How do you do that with YouTube videos to track/confirm they watch? You can't do it with YouTube videos for points rewards, but any kind of video that you have embedded inside of High Level, because you can upload your media there. So whether it's a course video or anything like that, you can track that inside of workflows. I'll show you how to do that really quickly here. Actually, I can just do it inside of one of our automations here. I'll just pretend. You just go video view, and it's really neat, because then you could fire off any kind of points off of that. So let's just go to whatever this one is. We have a bunch of tools and systems built into this to automate the entire restaurant marketing, like ecosystem, the whole features too. So let's go video. Where's video? Appointments, video payment. Maybe I spelled it wrong. There you go, video tracking as a trigger. So when you do that, go video tracking, you can say which funnel it is, which video it is, and what percentage video that you want them to watch. And then you just do that. And then that could be one of your triggers. So when you bring people into this system, if they've watched 80%, you can say what percentage. If they watched 10, 25, 30, 80, whatever percentage of video, you can trigger different workflows off of that percentage. And then using our webhook, you can give them points for anything they want to do. So I don't know if we could do it just off YouTube. Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys jumping on here. Again, if you guys have any questions, look forward to answering anything that you guys have. Look forward to you guys jumping into Power Tools and joining us in here. As part of Power Tools, we also do live tech calls every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So get any of your high level questions answered there. I mean, that's kind of worth it on its own. So if you guys need any help or support with tech stuff, jump on any one of those calls. And yeah, I'm excited to see you guys use this thing and see what you guys can do with it. And thanks again for jumping on the call today. And we'll see you guys soon. See you guys later.